Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone that rule well and teach well. Peace, love, and salutation to the hopeful elect out there. Young brother Taziah Warren from the Great Millstone Church here in Birmingham, Alabama. And Kala Yabashim Yahushua, the Spirit jumped on me just to do a quick little video, just pretty much blowing the trumpet, warning you Israelites, man, you so-called Black, Latino, and Native Americans, man, to keep alert, and continue to watch, pay attention to what's going on around you, man. And I'm be pretty swift with this because I don't got a lot of charge on my phone, but the Spirit was on me heavy, just to do this video. And what inspired it is a video, Lord willing, that I get to play, where this man was going into, that possibly it could be, some kind of T attack, or something major go on. On the 4th of July, on the 4th, which is fastly approaching. Today's Saturday. I believe the 4th is Friday, coming up. And the scripture that came to mind was Luke chapter 21 and verse 36 in the NLT. Keep alert at all times. Okay? Now is the time to be alert, man. Paying attention to what's going on around you, man. All right? Jake getting ready for the 4th. They thinking about the new Jordans. They thinking about what they're going to throw in the grill. Not realizing that we in some very evil times, man. Ephesians 5 tells us to walk circumspect, redeeming the time because the days are evil. We in some very evil times, man. Okay, Ezekiel 7:5, evil and only evil, behold, it's come, man. So now is not the time to be in that spirit of mirth, thinking about having a good time, man. All right. Again, this is St. Luke chapter 21 and verse 36. Keep alert at all times and pray that you might be strong enough to escape these coming horrors and to stand before the Son of Man. That's right, man. These very bad times that are coming, man. We should be praying that we escape the time of Jacob's trouble, where it's going to be all out chaos, man. So again, man, the scriptures tells us, to watch, man, be sober and watch unto prayer, man, because we're going into some very dangerous times, man. Okay. But I want to play this video, real quick. Check this out.
If there were ever a time to stay alert, it's now. With everything going on globally, from open borders from the previous 4 years to escalations overseas, 4th of July is a symbolic target. We're not just talking lone wolves anymore. Sleeper cells exist. That's not paranoia. That's a historical pattern. Soft targets, large gatherings, distracted civilians. Perfect opportunity for someone trying to make a statement. Stay sharp, know your exits, watch for behavior, not just appearance. Always trust your gut. This is not fear, it's readiness, and it's your responsibility. Share this with someone who needs to be aware. Preparedness is not panic, it's leadership. If there were ever...
All right. You see, he said if there was ever a time to be alert. All right, let's go back to that St. Luke, chapter 21 and verse 36 in the NLT. Keep alert at all times. Okay? Now is the time to be alert, man. To watch, what's going on around us, man. Because shit is finna get bad, man. We know when the Lord comes, he's coming like a thief in the night, man. Okay? When people least expect it. Okay? So continue to watch and pray, man. Watch and pray. The scriptures tells us to pray without ceasing, man. Okay? So now's the time to be really praying, man. Sending up prayers, before all hell break loose, man. Okay? Because shit gonna happen, all of a sudden. All right? I'm gonna close out with that Sirach 5 and 7 real quick. I'm at 1%. But the Spirit was on me heavy, man, just to, put this video up, man. Scripture said, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the words of my mouth and give them warning from me. This is a warning from Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. That evil times are coming, man. Shit is about to really get bad out here. All right. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 7 and verse 5. Salakia. Ecclesiasticus 5 and 7. It says, make no terror and return to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth. That's right, man. The wrath of the Lord is going to come forth all of a sudden, man. All right? That's why we should constantly be watching, man. Okay? It says, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed. That's right, man. A lot of people going to be destroyed in their security when they least expect it. Okay? When they partying and bullshitting, firing up the grill, thinking about having a good time. Okay? Just like in the times of Noah. The scripture says they were eating and drinking and giving into marriage. That's how it's going to be in these times, man. All right? But that's why we got to continue to watch. All right? And it says, and perish in the day of vengeance. That's right, man. Ultimately, you're going to be destroyed, man. All right? So this is a warning, man. Just blowing the trumpet, warning you Israelites, man, you so-called Black, Latino, and Native Americans, man, to continue to stay on your watch. Okay? Because shit about to get real bad out here, man. All right, evil and only evil, behold, is come, man. All right, so you don't want to get caught, with your pants down, man. All right, so Lord willing, this video was edifying. I want to give all glory, honor, and infinite praise to Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai, by Shem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone that rule well and teach well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect out there. Till next time, Shalom.